Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage. We are back today with a weekly reset that's happening today. So we're going to be breaking down all the events that are upcoming once again for your fresh reminder. And as well, guys, don't forget, we do have some things that are happening right now that we do need to be paying attention to, especially some of the key events that actually started last Friday. So I'll probably make a more standalone video update, but I just wanted to give you guys a sense of kind of where we stand. So remember, we got the Curse of Eternity event right now, which is the first ISO Purple 5 event. As you can see, still 4 days remaining, doing really well. But remember, the bulk of it is going to be coming from doing raids, as well as a good chunk of points have actually come from the online store with the daily free claim. So make sure you guys aren't missing out on that. We also have the Multiversal Hellstorm here. This was Damon's free-to-play unlock, right? And this was massive, guys. So we obviously saw previously before the OG Iron Fist being confirmed as a rework, but now with the World War II Iron Fist also appearing here, it's all but now confirmed at this point until the team actually gets released here. But yes, this is going to be called the Immortal Weapons team that's coming in addition to the big heavy fan favorite being Swordmaster. We got Lady Bullseye, and as well we have another version of Iron Fist, actually his key enemy there. So just something to look out for in terms of the new dynamic of this team. But it remains to be seen though which team this is going to be situated for. Likely some sort of spotlight raid or a new requirement for the annihilation raids that we've been doing, but just something to be paying attention to, right? We still have this Road to Blue Marvel. Remember, they're doing a back-to-back of these events, really just to ship out more of the ISO 8 ions for everyone, especially in preparing for Blue Marvel's release. But it's very simple. You don't need to spend any of these level 4 ions, guys. I have maxed the free-to-play route here just by logging in, as you can see here, and playing War Battle. So we obviously have a war starting today for most folks, or tomorrow. But make sure you guys are doing your war attacks and so forth. That allows you to capitalize on that. And then lastly, the other one you may have seen starting Friday as well. Remember, there's 2 alliance-driven events right now. We have Blood Rain. As you can see, we're not doing too hot on there because we don't really care about that one. But Plague Rising, this is the one we actually have been trying really hard as Alliance. So again, I'm not going to show you the score here and whatnot because we already maxed out the milestones. But essentially just know that with these events anyways, right? Remember, there's going to be that limited time offer here. Where you can actually use power cores to convert into orbs. Conversely, if you don't want to be using that because some of us may not have cores hoarded, remember you can also gain those orb fragments by simply farming in the Undying Rampage campaign here. So you just had to head over to the Undying Rampage as part of the Halloween festivities, and I think Zombie Juggernaut, I think he's the only one that actually has it here. And then you head over to the challenge section of this, and you can see here, right, the middle node is really nice because it actually allows you to farm both the zombie and vampire. Then the first one here is also zombie, then we got followed by vampire, and then vampire, and then finally zombie. So 2 and 2, and then finally the middle. So it hasn't been great, but honestly speaking, every little bit helps out, especially for that Curse of Eternity event if you're working your way towards more ISO 8 purple ultimately once this event comes to conclusion here. So that's basically everything in a nutshell that's happening this week in terms of just already ongoing, guys. Let's talk about things that are upcoming, but as well as some key reminders. Remember with the command center, if you haven't maximized on all these rewards just yet, remember there's still playing War with Brimstone. The war starts actually today for us, so you may not be able to hit this if you already haven't completed it, but as you can see, you didn't need to actually complete that. What is more important though, however, is remember that Broken King finale. This is for all the shards of BLASTAAR and Antimatter. Most of us should have completed it by now, but in case you haven't, just make sure you guys go through this checklist of different things, right? You can still use some of these key characters here as part of Brimstone to get some easy points. Obviously, we've done the logging in, earning the XLs and so forth because they had to hand that out, and as well as just like little things like trading troops at opening orb. So yeah, just make sure you check through that because there's some freebies that you can take advantage of in the meantime, right? Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Now let's talk about things that are actually coming up this week in terms of the reset. So goes without saying, I think they actually said that there's going to be some purple ions coming in the strike pass, so don't claim this. Every time there's a reset, we always want to just make sure that we're lining this up with resets. You can see on the bottom right there, 7 hours 30 minutes remaining, so this is going to change over, and then there are going to be some level 4 ions that they confirmed there. We have this upcoming Broken King. This is going to be the final week here, so just be reminded of that this is going to be the last time that we have an opportunity for BLASTAAR, and signaling that you may already see in game here that the last event for BLASTAAR is also available in preview state here. So they are planning to give out everyone, the majority of folks that can complete all the milestones, there is a guaranteed 7 red. So we're going to be back to revisit this because I already got BLASTAAR at fully 7 yellow stars from all the shards being given out, but we haven't got the 7 red on him. And I don't think it's going to be too hard because of the fact that they said that when this event does return, they do expect most players to be able to successfully do this free to play. So we're not going to be expecting it to be too difficult. And with the leaderboard anyways, it's basically just a frame, right? So who cares? I'm going for the milestones. I'm going for the easy free 7 red, which is awesome that they're gifting that out. And then obviously after the 3 months, it's a nice little dividend to pay off there. I was able to unlock Living Mummy with my power cores over the weekend if you didn't catch that video, but remember, he is coming actually on Halloween day. So October 31st, he's gonna be joining the antimatter store. That's also why I still have some resources hoarded there, because I do want to build them up, just because with now they've staggered some of these free-to-play releases and events, so we don't really know when he's coming. Maybe in a week or two, maybe longer, who knows. But yeah, it is nice that the antimatter is still staying here for a little bit. But remember, there is going to be a store change here as well, signaling the new Vigil currency. And as well, obviously, that's going to be adding to the opportunity here that any future teams added now are going to be going to Vigil, not antimatter. So just make sure you're being mindful of that. Zombie KESTREL, this is exciting. She's coming here in a couple days. So there's going to be a free-to-play event for her, and situated in the way of a campaign event where we do have to farm for some, I believe it was like the zombie undying orb fragments, and then she's going to get included in there. So that's something definitely to look forward to. And I think that's it, guys. I think other than the events going on, just make sure that, remember, there's a web playable code right now. Maybe I'll link that down in the description below if you guys missed it, but the code is literally web playable. And it's been giving us 2 million gold per day. It's supposed to be here still for another few days. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. At Reset today as well, they have the Twitch rewards also refreshing. So make sure you're logging in to that and watching, I think, 2 to 3 hours of content. I usually just leave it on standby, and then by the time I'm back, boom, I got the rewards all ready to go, guys. So there you have it. That is it in a nutshell. We'll be back with more content, though. I do want to give you guys an update with respect to how we're doing in the leaderboard as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.